I'm Kate.
And I'm Jamie, and this is Creeps and Coffee,
A show where we talk about the creepiest crime cases around the world.
So, let's grab some coffee
and have a chat. Welcome back to Creeps and Coffee.
Yeah.
We are still us.
Yep. I'm still Jamie.
I'm still Kate. So how are you, Jane? What have you been up to?
Oh, I'm surviving. Not thriving, but it's a pandemic. We do what we can.
That is true. We've made it this far.
Yeah.
I am vaccinated now.
Woo! Vaccine.
I had my first dose. My parents just booked their second one, which is exciting. So hopefully I can book mine soon.
Mine is scheduled for September, so.
Your first one or your second one?
My second one. My first one's next week.
Oh, right. Oh, look at us go. Who would have thought when we were fleeing Europe that we would be vaccinated a year and a half later?
I thought we'd all be dead, so,
Oh, big time.
It's slightly better than the alternative.
I guess.
Debatable at times, but
Yep.
I graduate next week also, literally the day I get vaccinated, so.
Oh my god. Look
Yeah.
at you go.
I know.
I graduate in 2 months.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Let's not think about that.
No, that's too much adulthood for me.
We
Let's
don't
talk
need
about scary things.
Yeah, we don't need an existential crisis right now.
No, that's far scarier than what we're going to talk about today.
And that leads me to this week's topic. Haunted and creepy movie sets from history.
Mm-hmm.
I did most of the research, so I think I'm just going to read it and then we can talk about
all
it.
of the research.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Let's boost your ego there.
Let's be honest. But I had a lot of fun. I thought it was really interesting, and there's some, dark stuff.
Well, from the stuff you were telling me just as you were doing the research,
Yeah.
I'm very excited to hear everything. It seems like there's a lot more than I originally thought, which is really interesting. So.
Yeah, and I only picked 3 or 4, but literally there were lists and lists, and there are so many others, so if people want to hear more, we can always look at more movies.
I love talking about movies. Not even haunted ones are great, don't get me wrong, love ghosts, but just movies in general. I could talk about movies forever. I worked at a movie theater for 4 years, so yeah. I think that's probably where that comes from.
You can hold a conversation about movies.
You have to at that point. But yeah, pop culture in general too is just so much to be said about everything.
I really love talking about I think that's one of my favorite topics, musicians and the internet and movies and TV shows. I love talking about all of it. Yeah. Even books.
Oh, love it.
I also learned, if there's anyone out there who's in university who absolutely hates reading but loved it before, as soon as you finish university, your love for reading comes back.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Literally, I've hated reading for the past 4 years because you're forced to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, as soon as I finish my last class, I have read an entire book since then, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy.
Oh my
it's back.
God. I will say, there's this podcast that I listen to called Astonishing Legends.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite podcast ever. Thank you, Scott and Forrest, for literally being the reason I made it through the pandemic.
Yay!
But with every episode that they do, they have a list of books that they publish along with it.
Whoa.
And I've bought so many of those books, and those have been the only books that I have actually had the motivation to read in so many years.
Yeah. I fully
shout
relate.
Out to them and that idea. Why don't we start with a brief overview of all of them?
Okay,
Which ones,
so
how many did you pick up?
I have 3 and then an honorable mention.
Fantastic.
Which I want to leave as a surprise until the end, so stick around.
Oh boy.
Okay. So the first one I want to talk about is The Exorcist. The second one is Poltergeist. And the third one is, where is it? The Omen. So they're all pretty old, but they're all classics I feel like everybody's at least heard of or knows about.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually watched all of these this year.
Yeah, you went on a...
I went on like a
horror
retro movie binge, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched all the original Predators, Alien, all of that. They're not great,
Oh my god.
but they're classics.
I watched the second Alien movie. Is it just called Aliens?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I watched that for the first time the other day at my boyfriend's house.
Uh-huh.
Terrible movie. Oh.
I feel like you have to watch them like they're cult classics, and at the time they were groundbreaking. So like you can appreciate them.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I can see why they're really enjoyable, and like on the same vein, like the movie Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite movie ever. Terrible film.
It's so slow.
It's slow. It's weirdly filmed. Every single remake of Psycho has the exact same script, just with different actors, which is baffling to me.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, there's something about older, like, cult classic horror films that are really just...
Also, American Psycho.
Oh my god.
What kind of crack was that movie on? I watched it for the first time last year, and I was like, what is this?
I remember you texting me about it.
I did not expect, like, I thought it was going to be a scary movie. Instead, it was about this, like, crackhead. I'm like, oh my god. He's crazy. Great movie, though. I liked it.
See, that's what I mean. I get excited about movies.
Yeah.
And then I talk about other movies, and then I talk about more.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end up here. So, we were talking about cult classic horror films.
Oh, yeah. While I dive into the first one, The Exorcist.
Yeah, let's deep dive into The Exorcist.
A bit of background on it first. It was released in 1973. Ever since it was filming, they've labeled it a cursed film to those who worked in its production. And there's also apparently a superstition towards people who watch it. So I guess beware.
I was going to say, is there a thing... Because I watched it not too long ago, so I'm going to need to hear more about that.
You might be cursed. Apparently...
Perfect.
You're more
that explains
susceptible.
So much.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess bring your holy water, guys.
Awesome.
I also put in a note. Good movie, not super scary compared to nowadays, but it was a big deal back then, and it's kind of gory.
I watched it with my mom because my mom said, like, she's just recently gotten back into horror films, but she said that when she was like 11, she was like 11 when Exorcist came out, and she watched it at that age, and she said she didn't properly sleep for months.
Yeah.
She said it scarred her as a child. So she was willing to, like, open that wound and try to watch it as an adult.
Yeah.
And as we were watching it, I was like, Mom, are you kidding me? I was like, this is what scared you? But, like, looking at it from a 70s perspective, like, that was cutting edge.
Imagine being 11 and never seeing anything like that before. Like, no special effects, and then all of a sudden seeing this child with a messed up face throwing up and screaming in Latin and swearing.
And its head twisting
and it's crawling
around.
down the stairs. Like, no, that is creepy.
Like, kids are scary enough as is.
Honestly, if I seen that kid, I am kicking it in the face and leaving the house. It's not my kid anymore. Not my problem. It can go get adopted by someone else. It's not mine.
Exactly.
Like...
But then that's how you get orphaned.
Oh well. I just, like, I could never. Like, my mom told me I used to be a creepy kid. Like, I had nightgowns, and I would, like, knock on their door and be like, can I have some water? And be all creepy. No! If I heard my kid knocking at my door at 4 a.m. in a raspy voice, asking for something, no, I'm gonna lock my door and say, get it yourself. No.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
No.
Big time on the same page. And, like, don't get me wrong, I love kids. Like, my whole career is with children. And I spend 90% of my day with young kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the overnight part.
Yeah.
They're like gremlins. Like, don't feed them past midnight. Yes. Don't interact with them past midnight.
Speaking of, I watched that recently, too.
Oh, great
So
movie.
cute. Anyway.
Gizmo. Yeah, anyway.
So, there's this kid, Reagan, and she starts acting kind of funky, right? So, obviously, they're like, demon! So then people are convinced she's, like, possessed. And so then they think the only thing to do is, what do you call it? Give her an exorcism. A literal exorcism. And she starts freaking out. And it's really kind of nasty. Like, she's got, like, open wounds and sores on her face. And, like, you have to, like, tie her to the bed and stuff. I don't remember how it ends, though.
She, like, levitates off the bed.
I think she, like...
I think it...
Spoiler alert, I think she kills people, but in the end, doesn't it turn out okay?
I think it turns out relatively okay. As okay as it can. I think there's a sequel to it.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay. So I know The Exorcism of Emily Rose was based on...
Oh, that one's scary. I couldn't watch that one.
That one's based on the Annalise Michel case, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is this one based on anything, or is it kind of Annalise Michel?
Blatty's novel The Exorcist was inspired by an actual exorcism in 1949 of a young boy from Cottage City, Maryland.
Oh, see, I knew it had to be inspired by something. You know what? This is a point I'm just thinking of now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard, like, exorcism stories of young boys until...
That's true.
Just now. It's always the Annalise Michel case and, like, young girls.
I think in total, I've, like, seen or heard of one, and that was, like, one of those people in the scary movies that dies right away.
Right.
Like, in the intros. Other than that, I don't think I have seen any possessions about guys. Why?
I don't know. That's weird. I literally never thought about it until you said that the book was like that.
Could it be because in history, women were usually considered the ones who were possessed because mental illnesses were not diagnosed and people thought women were delusional?
Periods.
Yeah, and people thought, oh, they're crazy because they're acting different. They're probably possessed.
I think that's a fair assumption, if you ask me.
Because, you know, misogyny.
Love that for us.
I'm going to get that tattooed on my head. You know, misogyny.
I think that's a good description of the film. It doesn't give too much away.
It's because I don't know anything. I don't know how to describe stuff.
Well, it's a hard movie to describe. Like, it's... How do you...
It's a lot, so
It's a lot. That's the best way to describe it, is a lot.
Put that in the Yelp reviews. It's a lot.
Yeah. This is just...
Okay, yeah. So, multiple actors. People think that it was cursed because multiple actors were injured during filming. So Linda Blair, who played the possessed girl, Reagan, and Reagan's mother, Ellen, they both got long-term injuries, long-term back injuries from filming. It didn't get into too many specifics, so it could just... I try to explain away everything, so I'm like, it could have just been from filming.
Yeah, I mean, she was doing, like, Linda Blair especially was doing, a lot of strenuous movements, like flipping in the bed, and I guess the mother was too, kind of, trying to restrain Regan.
So, like, I can understand that.
Yeah. It's definitely bad luck that it's happening, but I don't know if that would be,
Another weird thing was that 2 people actually died while filming. I didn't see any names. It just said 2 people died during production. And I'm like,
was that on set?
Actors Jack McGowran and, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm going to mispronounce this, Vasiliki Malaros both died while the film was in post-production. What makes their deaths strange is that the characters died in the film as well. There are rumors surrounding it about disturbing things that happened on set during filming. There were reports, like like it might not be true, but there are reports of people becoming sick and fainting. And there were a lot of on-set accidents. For example, a mysterious fire burned down most of the set except for Reagan's room, the possessed girl's room. That's a little creepy.
That makes my hands feel sweaty.
Yeah, that one's a little unsettling.
See, it's little things like that where, like, sure, on-set accidents happen, especially in films where there's lots of mechanics going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people get sick. Not saying that any of that, the people who got sick or whatever should just get over it, but
yeah,
like, those are things that can be explained quite normally.
Mm-hmm.
That's not one of those things.
Right.
And I don't like it.
A murder also took place while the film was being made. A murder?
Please don't gloss over that one.
Paul Bateson committed the murder of a magazine journalist, Addison Verrill, and has a suspicion of serial killings. He got sentenced to 20 years to life for second-degree murder. He appeared in The Exorcist.
Oh, boy. So he murdered someone while filming. Like, not murdered them on film, but, like, and is a suspected serial killer. Jesus.
Ew, no. He was released in 2003?
I don't understand. I know we talked about this a little bit with Alan Legier last episode, but, like, I don't understand why people like that get released.
Yeah.
Like, if you murder someone in cold blood, you're not gonna get rehabilitated into society.
I bring that up later too. I had some deep thoughts.
There's more murder?
There is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this one I also found was pretty creepy. This is the last thing about The Exorcist.
Okay.
That I thought it's possibly completely a coincidence, but it's super creepy. When the film premiered in Rome, lightning struck a 400-year-old cross atop a nearby church.
No.
Isn't that weird?
I don't fuck with Latin stuff. When I was living in Italy, I saw there's a group of nuns that were praying, like doing some sort of ceremony, like in reading Latin. Oh. I've never ran past a church. I was like, nope.
Not right now.
I was like, none of that shit, please.
Yeah, so that's
okay.
Just a creepy coinky dink, no?
That very much is. I want to hear more about this curse for viewers.
It just said that, like, people are, like, when the film originally premiered, people felt, like, sick to their stomach and were nauseous and dizzy, and some people, like, had to leave the theaters because they were throwing up, and, like, people reported being cursed after watching the film. It's all hearsay, but also, if you believe it, it might be happening.
I don't want to tell my mom that.
Don't
like,
tell Shirley.
11-year-old Shirley.
Don't tell
probably
Shirley.
Would have agreed.
If it makes her feel better, I have a list of possible explanations, because I try to be realistic that I can.
I would like to hear those.
So, number 1, I said coincidences / just genuine accidents, like the fires. Maybe Reagan's room had more insulation or something than the others, like might have been on a different part of the set. I don't know. I just think maybe it's all coincidence. Another thing is it could be publicity stunts. Maybe they started the rumors themselves to get more traction about how scary the film was.
That is an interesting one.
Like, to make it go down in history as one of the scariest cursed movies. Like, and daring people to watch it, you know?
Huh.
Just a thought.
I like that.
Kind of makes it less scary.
It does, and I think that's why I like it, because it's kind of Occam's razor. Like, the simplest explanation is the most believable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a horror film. They're going to make up horror stories about it.
Precisely.
I feel like that's going to help me fall asleep better tonight.
This is, like, very ADHD of me. I got made up / hearsay / gossip / dramatized.
Me.
So, it literally could all just be gossip, you know, because it happened so long ago. History could have twisted it.
That's true. And little rumors like that have a way of spiraling out of control sometimes. Like, so it's very likely that that's what happened there.
In my last explanation, number 4, I wrote real haunting ? Because you never know.
You know what, though? That, like, as easy as it is to explain things away, there are little things that, unless you experience them, you'll never be able to fully understand how scary it is.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a complete possibility, and I think that's half the interest in this, is that there's no way to prove it either way.
Exactly.
So that's it for The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I will finish off The Exorcist by saying, on a non-scary, just pure movie enjoyment level, I give it 6.5 popcorn kernels out of 10. That's an official rating.
Yeah. Shall I move on to the Poltergeist? All right, the Poltergeist, 1982. How do you describe this?
That's a great question.
It's a scary movie about a haunted house, and a child gets, like, absorbed into the house, but can talk through the TV static.
Now, I will say, I have never seen Poltergeist.
I watched it, like, 2 weeks ago. I liked it.
From that description, is it like the adult version of Monster House?
No, Monster House is scary. That scarred me as a child. I hated that movie. That was so terrifying.
Forget Poltergeist. Let's talk about Monster House.
Let's talk about that one. That one was not fun. I was traumatized by that movie. I thought I was in for something fun and not scary, and I was wrong.
I showed that movie to my 4-year-old niece. She was fine with it. I saw that... How old were we when we saw that movie? Like 9?
8, 9? Yeah.
Terrified.
Also, Coraline? No.
Oh.
Too scary.
Oh my god. Hated it.
We're just reciting, like, scary kids movies now.
It's the kids' movies that are the true bane of my existence.
They're just
really
so creepy. It's something about the animation, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, no.
Like, imagine if Poltergeist was animated.
No.
Like, clay animation, like Coraline.
That would probably have been scarier.
I have no backing in that. Again, I've never seen Poltergeist. Now I'm remaking it.
Please
That's my new quarantine project. Remake Poltergeist as a claymation.
So I think I just don't like claymation.
But Poltergeist, that's my shit.
Yes. I'm so sorry to anyone who does claymation. It's too scary. But on to Poltergeist. Okay, so I'll start off light and say, I'll give you some background since you've never seen this.
Thank you.
I wrote, the clown puppet apparently had a malfunction.
No, hold on. Let's cycle back to
so
that horrific
let's start
statement.
there. The kid, there's a little boy and a little girl, who are, like, sleeping in the same room, because I think they're, like, only a year or two apart, so, yeah.
Siblings, I'm assuming?
Yes, siblings. Okay. And these dumb people decided to put a chair with a life-sized clown doll sitting in front of this child's bed so it could stare at him all night.
No.
And I'm like, first of all, no. First mistake.
Second of all, no.
If my dad's listening to this, he's like, I'm going to skip this. He hates clowns.
Hi, Dave. I'm with you.
Yeah. And apparently, it was like a robotic one, because at one point it tries to strangle the kid. So while filming, apparently the clown puppet malfunctioned and was actually strangling the actor. And the director, Steven Spielberg, is that how you say his name? Spielberg? Yeah, he had to come in and, like, rip the doll off of the kid.
That's a Spielberg film?
Yeah,
and
right?
I've never
I didn't know
seen
that
it?
either. Yeah.
That says a lot about me. Clown puppet. First of all, those are two terrible things that should never be combined. I hate puppets. I hate clowns.
Agreed. Speaking of Polar Express, the puppets.
Oh my god.
Terrifying scene.
I was going to say, what was wrong with Polar Express?
The puppet scene, that scared me to death.
I'll give you that.
I'm like sweating.
Puppets will do that. Clown, puppet, awful combination. Add in robotic?
Mm-hmm.
No!
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Shall I keep going?
Yeah, I'll move on from the clown puppet. I'm sorry. I really got stuck on that.
That's not even the big thing. I was like, I'll start
not.
off with the easiest thing. So the second least dramatic thing that happened was, so there's this scene near the end, spoiler alert also, where the mom is looking for her kids and runs outside during a storm. And they have a hole in the ground that they're using to build for a pool.
Of course.
So it's like this giant square in the ground, but it's been raining, so it's all muddy.
So they got a free pool, is what you're saying.
yeah, sure. But what happens is the mom, like, falls into the mud pit, and it's, like, full of water and mud, and she's, like, trying to swim out, and as she's about to crawl out, a bunch of skeletons come up and are trying to, like, drag her under. It was scary. I felt very claustrophobic watching that part. Because it's, like, you can't see anything, and, like, she can't grab onto anything because it's still all wet. So it's quite scary.
I don't like it.
But you want to know the worst part?
Does the clown puppet come out from the water?
No. They used real skeletons during filming.
Why?
I don't know. They wanted it to look more realistic, so real skeletons were used during filming.
Use paint.
Why?
Use paint. Spielberg, come on, man.
What's up? Like, you want to get haunted? Use real skeletons.
I want to know where they got the skeletons. Like, did they have to get permission from families to, like, exhume the graves?
Hi, can we please use your dead uncle's skeleton in a movie?
I'd probably say yes if someone asked me.
Me too. I'd be like, pay me, but yes.
Of course. Like, special effects is a thing. Mm-hmm. Steven Spielberg should know that.
Yeah. You'd think.
Jesus Christ.
He just wanted a more realistic look, but I guess that's what he needed.
I hate it. I hate so much about it.
Yeah. So then we get into even heavier stuff.
Oh, fantastic. So the clown and the real people weren't enough.
Correct, because now we're going on to deaths and murders.
Oh, great.
So, in 2009, an actor who played one of the construction workers in the beginning of the film was actually chopped up in 2 pieces by an ex-convict and was murdered.
That's a lot.
Again, I'm going from lowest to highest severity.
And, like...
This is in the middle.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the clown puppet. So...
You gotta get over it. Move on.
I can't get over the clown puppet, Jane. I can't.
Oh, God.
So
okay. Yeah.
What? Why? Was it like a random attack? Did he know the person?
Yeah, apparently.
Just...
No.
Because that seems like a very personal...
Yeah.
You know?
And they say that why this is cursed is because, like, 2009. It's been years since the movie, but there's been a string of deaths and unlucky things happening.
A string of deaths?
So, of course, they're like... Yeah.
So there's okay, cool.
We'll get to that. There's more.
Cool. Who did the clown puppet kill? Because I know that's got to be in there.
No, the clown puppet killed no one. Unfortunately, there's just other murderers.
I think I've solved the other murders. It was the clown puppet.
That's the ex-convict. Do you want me to tell you about the other deaths?
I think so.
I don't know why I laughed after that. I'm uncomfy.
Exactly. I'm not laughing because any of this is funny. I'm tremendously uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly. So then, 2 more cast members of Poltergeist also faced untimely deaths. And not only did they die, they were strange deaths after finishing filming. So, apparently, one Julian Beck died from stomach cancer after having a kidney transplant.
Oh, Jesus.
So, that sucks.
That's awful.
Yeah, and the actress who plays the little girl, the main character, Heather O'Rourke? I don't know if that's how you say it. O'Rourke? Anyway, Heather actually died at the age of 12 due to cardiac arrest and septic shock after filming the sequel.
Oh my god.
At 12.
At 12 years old?
Which I didn't know this until after I watched the movie, and then it made me feel so uncomfortable. I was like, I watched that whole movie thinking this kid had grown up, become an adult.
Septic shock?
And cardiac arrest. So I don't know what gave her that or what happened.
Jesus Christ. So what happened with the filming of the second one? Did they ever...
I think they finished filming and then she died.
Oh.
But yeah, so...
My God.
That's so sad. 12.
12 years old.
And like, she'd been in multiple movies and TV shows at that point, so she'd had a big career ahead of her.
What a film to be in at 12 years old to begin with, too. Like, I always think about that. Like, child actors in horror films, what are their nightmares like? What are their dreams like?
Oh, God, probably not good.
No, like, I feel like ours were bad enough as kids. Without having... Like, obviously, they're actors, like, they're professional. They know what they're doing is fake, but...
Yeah.
That feeling of being in the situation, whether it's acting or not, partnered with a child's imagination.
Yep.
I feel like that has to really affect somebody.
So those were two, like, they were 2 of the more natural deaths that happened, but still sad nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then this one I kind of went off on a tangent. It's the last one, but it's the, like, most in-depth one that I went into.
I think we've established that going off on tangents is a thing we're going to do on this show a lot. So,
yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Be prepared for a lot of sidetracking.
So much.
So, like I said, in the film, there's a mom, a dad, 2 little kids, and then their older sister who isn't in it a whole lot. Like a normal teenager, she went, this place is weird, and would visit her friends a lot and stay over. And, like...
Smart.
You know. One thing I did notice, by the way, though, that I thought was very uncomfortable, is this is a child, like, 15 or 16-year-old in the movie, and she's going to school, and the construction workers are hitting on her. They know she's going to school. She's saying, bye, Mom, I'm going to school, and they're, like, 30. And the mom is, like, laughing, and she's like, ah ha ha. And she's getting, like, sexually harassed.
There's so
I'm
many...
like, why'd they put that in the film?
I could really get up on my soapbox here. 16 is old enough for gross men.
Yeah, I was like, she's literally, like, in a school uniform, getting on a bike, going to school, with her mom in front of her, and these guys are like, hey, sweetie, I'm like, ew.
Ooh, that makes me feel disgusted.
Like, I know it happens, but do you need to promote it in a movie?
And, like, when did you say this was filmed? Like, the 80s?
1982, yeah.
Yeah, so it was way worse then, too. Like,
It's
nobody would call it out then.
That's just gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so that actress, her name was Dominique Dunn.
Okay.
The character's name was Dana. So after the release of the first film, Dominique was strangled to death by her ex-boyfriend at the age of 22 years old.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So right after she films her first one, her ex-boyfriend, her crazy ex-boyfriend, kills her.
Oh, please tell me he
So-
got life in prison.
That's where I'm gonna go off on a tangent.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so her ex-boyfriend's name was, what was his name? John Thomas Sweeney. So Sweeney and her dated for a while, and apparently he was more in love with her than she was in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
So they broke up, but he was obsessed with her.
Ugh.
So, after they broke up, he approached her house, and she said, like, go away, like, I don't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
So he strangled her to death.
Oh my
He
God.
strangled her, and somebody called the cops. I think it was her friend, because her friend was over.
Mm-hmm.
And they took her to the hospital, and she had, I think it was swelling in the brain, she was in a coma, and then she later passed away.
Oh my God.
And I actually read the dad's point of view on this, and that's so sad. Like, imagine getting a call. You're not even, like, in the same state, and someone saying your daughter is in the hospital, like, dying.
Ugh.
Like, I read it, and I almost cried, because it said, while he got the call, as soon as he hung up, he started packing his bag to go, and he looked at, like, a black suit and was like, should I bring this? I don't want to bring it, but I should just in case. Imagine having to make that decision.
Oh my
Like,
God.
thinking, is my daughter gonna die now? Should I bring a funeral outfit? Like, that's so sad.
That makes me feel sick to my stomach.
And Sweeney, you suck for making a dad have to make that decision.
So, what happened with him?
Yeah, so I went off on a tangent here. He was sentenced to only 7 years on manslaughter charges.
Manslaughter?
Because apparently it was considered a crime of passion and he wasn't likely to do it again.
No. He's likely to do
Oh.
it to any other woman and...
Sweetie, I'm not done.
Ah!
He only served half of that sentence.
Oh my god.
He was
my God.
released after 3.5 years.
No. Okay.
Yep.
Now it's time for me to go off on a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When this shit happens,
Mm-hmm.
sure, it happened it was a crime of passion, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because he can't do that same crime of passion to the same woman that he's already murdered. So of course it's not going to happen to her again. But
Yeah.
he's absolutely going to have that same sort of affection. It's not even called affection. Attachment and obsession to the next woman that comes into his life. Releasing him is subjecting all future women to the same position that Dominique was in.
Yes.
And that's bullshit. Like, I'm really going to get up on my soapbox here. I've been stalked. I have a restraining order against someone. It's terrifying to think that someone doesn't care how you feel about them and how much you dislike them being in your life and thinks that they have every right to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And when people don't take it seriously, like the shithead people that were like, oh no, he's not likely to do it again. Yes, he is. He absolutely is. Talk to any psychologist and they will say, yeah, he'll do it to the next woman when she turns him down.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wanted to go off on a tangent too, because I was like, I understand, like, rehabilitating certain criminals, like people who go to jail for drugs or like addiction problems. Like, I get it. But if you are capable of killing somebody, of murdering someone, like, I don't think you should be let out.
No.
At least not after 3 years. If you kill someone under any circumstance, unless it's self-defense, I think you should do 20 up years.
Unless it's
No chance
actual
of parole.
manslaughter? Serve
Yeah.
murder. He went in with a purpose of she's either going to be with me or she's not going to be able to be with anybody ever. That's not an accidental death based on passion. That's matter of fact, he went in to do that.
I agree.
I'm sorry that I'm more upset about this than the man who got chopped up.
It's okay. Everything I'm going to say after this is probably just going to make you angrier, so.
Oh, fantastic.
Because I felt the same way when I was researching, and I, like, dug myself a hole of just rage. So, yeah, he was sentenced to 7 years of manslaughter, released after serving half. His sentence was mitigated as a crime of passion, and the jury considered him unlikely to be an ongoing threat to anyone else. Disagree. He was released and began a career as a chef in California.
Yeah, give him knives. That's a good plan.
Mm-hmm. And I completely agree with this family. Dunn's father, family, and friends have spent the last 20 years tracking him down in an attempt to prevent him from getting jobs or to have him fired from jobs so that his coworkers would know that he's a murderer and he's only served a couple years. And I'm like, good. I'm so glad they did that.
Oh my God, good for them.
Like, he considered it stalking, but I'm like, you deserve it, I think.
He considered it stalking? Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was... Yeah.
You stalked this girl and murdered her.
So I was, like, very proud of that family. I was like, good for you guys.
Yeah,
like,
Jesus.
Like, I wouldn't want to know. Imagine being a waitress and someone coming up to you and being like, you know that chef who works in the back that you see every day? Yeah, he killed a girl, and he served 3 years for it. Oh. Anyway, I'd be like, no, fire him. That's crazy.
Exactly. I don't want to work alone with him.
Exactly. So yeah. And then by the 1990s, he moved to Seattle, and in 1996, he changed his name so that people would stop following him to John Patrick Mora, if anyone wants to look him up. He continued working in a restaurant industry for years. John Patrick Mora has since been found alive and working in California. In 2020, he is said to be the general manager for a retirement community.
Oh.
Because that's a very vulnerable section to be working in, but okay. Let the former murderer work there. So if anybody wants to leave bad reviews... John Patrick Mora, Maura. And that's Poltergeist.
Jesus. We started with a robot clown puppet. Ended on murder
and following this guy, making sure he gets fired. I felt like that needed to be talked about. When I was doing the research, I saw the other deaths and stuff, but I feel like that was such a big movie, but I have heard nothing about this case. Nothing about this girl's death. And I was like, I feel like this really needs to be told because that's a big deal and he's still out and about nowadays.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah, so spreading awareness.
Absolutely.
Justice for Dominique Dunn.
Justice for Dominique Dunn.
I was also sad to learn that her dad passed away, I think a couple years ago, so rest in peace, you were a good father.
What an amazing father. Like, never...
Oh, my dad would absolutely do that. If somebody murdered me
Your dad would...
and got out of jail... My dad would either kill them or stalk them forever.
That's funny you think that person would make it to jail with your father
Very true.
around.
Love you, Dad.
Alright, so that's Poltergeist.
Next is The Omen.
The Omen. Okay.
Wait.
So Poltergeist, haven't seen it. But I'm going to give it a -4 popcorn kernels out of 10. Because of the robot clown puppet.
Should I read a plot for The Omen now?
I say yes, because I have also never seen The Omen.
I'm gonna be honest, I saw it about 10 years ago, and I have not a lot of recollection of it.
When we say that Jamie did all the research for this episode, we mean literally all of it. I'm assuming it's about an omen. I can use
It's about this kid.
I can use those context clues. Oh, great. It's another movie about a kid. Cool.
It is a movie about a kid.
Fuck. Are there robot clowns in this?
Not that I recall.
Well, that doesn't
So it's already a step up from Poltergeist. So there's an American diplomat who has a pregnant wife. Spoiler alerts, also, again. His wife is devastated by the news of her real child, but agrees to an adoption. Oh, so I guess, the child was a stillbirth, so then they get a new baby.
Exactly how
they
it
take
happens,
a new
yes.
child. And this kid's name is Damien. When Damien is celebrating his 5th birthday, his family's nanny hangs herself in front of everyone.
At the birthday party?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That nanny gets replaced by someone else who is sketchy. This kid meets a priest, Father Brennan, and then Father Brennan says... Huh?
Where does he just meet a priest?
At a church wedding.
Okay, sure. I don't know. I don't go to church, so I don't know how things work.
Me neither. And apparently Father Brennan says that Damien is the son of the devil.
Oh. And
will kill everyone around him.
Naturally.
And kill his wife's unborn child as well as the wife. So that's when I dropped the kid off at the park and quote-unquote forget him.
So he says this to he's a child at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he tells the new nanny this.
Okay.
Creepy demon child apparently kills people around him.
Awesome. Love that.
I think I don't remember because it was kind of a trash movie. Like, I think it was, like, good for the time, but not as good as, like, The Exorcist or The Poltergeist.
So when did this one come out?
Oh, this one came out in 1976.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have, in complete bold, is said to be the most cursed film of all time.
Oh boy, awesome.
The Omen is yet another film that is notorious for having a haunted production. To start off, the original star of the film, Gregory Peck, and executive Mark Newford both traveled in planes that were struck by lightning 3 times.
Oh.
Although no one died, these people had 3 lightning strikes on planes on their way to film.
Like, was it on the same flight?
I think it was on either the same flight or 2 separate flights.
Fantastic. Love that.
But also, I would poop my pants if I was on a flight and it got hit by lightning.
I can't even handle turbulence.
Yeah, exactly. I do not like planes.
I made you hold my hand while I cried as we went through a little bit of turbulence.
To be fair, that was really scary. We were flying through the UK, and they've got a lot of wind. That was scary.
It was a lot for me.
On my way to visit you the first time in Italy, literally the turbulence on the way back was so bad, my butt flew out of the seat, and my stomach dropped like I was on the roller coaster, and I had a panic attack.
I think I would have shit myself.
I literally was praying to God, and I'm not religious. I was like, if there's a God, please don't let me die. I was like, I'm never going to get to see my dog again. I'm never going to get to see my mom again. Oh, my God. And I was alone, so I had nobody to comfort me. I'm sitting there in a corner, like, crying to myself. And then we were totally fine, and nobody else was panicking. But I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Did no one else feel that? Oh, okay. Just me? Right.
Yeah, I was like, my butt came clean off the seat.
Did you guys see that, or...?
Like, the lights flickered, and I was like, nobody else is freaking out? Actually, to be fair, I did hear one other person go, and I was like, yes. But that made me panic more, because I was like, somebody else was freaking out, and I was like, we're gonna die.
Yep.
Weren't you the one who said, like, your plane, like, broke mid-air or something?
Oh, my God.
Do you want to relive that right now?
Absolutely, I do. Please join me on this small tangent about my terrifying experience on an airplane.
Sounds very traumatic, to be honest.
It was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Okay.
Yeah.
So, airplanes are scary to begin with, but I did not have a fear of flying until this moment. So, I'm flying by myself. I live in Alberta. I was in BC visiting my friend, and I was flying by myself. It's like an 1.5-hour flight. Not bad. Neighboring provinces, everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mid-afternoon, early evening.
Mm-hmm.
My mom calls me before the plane takes off. She says, "Hey, did you see the weather?" I say,
Don't say that.
"No." "Why?" She said, "Oh, there's major thunderstorms over the Calgary area. And they should be starting right about the time you're supposed to land." I say, "Awesome, thanks." Then I go to the bathroom and I have a panic attack.
Shirley, don't say that stuff.
So I get on the plane. I'm nervous. I'm looking in the sky. Everything's clear. So I'm like, okay, maybe the weather people were wrong. Let's hope.
Mm-hmm.
They were not. So one of my good friends, her mom is a flight attendant. So I talked to her once about like just being kind of nervous about flights, but not really scared of them, just a general anxiety. And she told me that the first and the last 9 minutes of a plane ride are the most dangerous because you're taking off and landing. So you want to make sure that all of the gear is working. So I swear to God, I have a countdown timer on every flight I've taken since she told me that counts down 9 minutes after we take off and 9 minutes before we land. And as soon as that goes off, I relax a little bit. And then as soon as the seatbelt sign goes off, I let myself relax fully because they're gonna put the seatbelt sign on if they know something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm on this flight by myself. I'm watching a comedy special, trying to relax, and I hear the ding of the seatbelt sign come back on. And I thought, oh no. That's not good. So then, a couple minutes go by, plane's starting to shake. It's starting to go. And I was like, ooh, okay. Don't like
Turbulence itself is scary.
Exactly. Nobody likes turbulence. But it wasn't that bad at that point. So then, the captain comes on the intercom and explains that we're going through a thunderstorm, that it might get very, very bumpy, but not to panic. If someone tells me not to panic, what is the first thing I'm going to do? I'm gonna panic.
Because that's what everyone is trained to say in an emergency.
Exactly. So I'm like,
I love that movement.
But I'm telling myself, Caitlin, it's okay. Pilots know what they're doing. They fly through thunderstorms all the time. It's just a spicy cloud. That's all it is. Then the plane starts to really, really shake. And I'm sitting on the window seat right by the emergency exit, so I can see the wing.
No.
I see the wing bouncing more than I've ever seen. It looked like it was plastic. And I was like, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Then I see the flight attendants running up and down the aisle, like banging on the overhead bins, because they're making sure that everything is safe. And because I'm in the emergency aisle, I'm where all of the emergency thing is for the flight attendants in the overhead compartments. So the flight attendant that's running the most vigorously stops and grabs the emergency kit. And I'm shitting myself. I tightened my belt more than I have ever tightened any sort of item around me at any point in my life. I look over. The wing is still flapping. We're bouncing so high, it feels like Tower of Terror. I'm coming out of my seat. The flight attendants are panicking, and when they panic, I panic.
Yeah.
All of my safety things have gone off, so I'm waiting for flight attendants, and they're freaking out. All of a sudden, like, you know how you can feel the plane buzzing? Like the engines, almost like it rumbles through your feet? It stops.
No.
Everything goes dead silent.
No.
I see the, little wheels in the engine start to slow. And I was like, this is it.
That would be my thought.
I look down. We're over the mountains between Alberta and BC. So the only thing we have to land in is rock.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm shitting myself. I'm sobbing at this point. Like, not a sound is coming out of me, but it's like tears are streaming and I'm just going.
Oh my God.
The poor person sitting next to me was like, I don't even have time to panic because this bitch is insane. So we drop. Like, I shit you not, like, full on just, I feel the plane dip, and we just, and then, like nothing happens. The plane straightens out, the engine's back on, the humming is back, and then there's just a little more turbulence, and then the captain has the balls to come on the intercom and go, "Hi folks, sorry about that, I know it was kind of a drastic drop. We had to cut the engine for a second, we were stuck in an air pocket."
No.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
No.
You're
Cut
supposed to
the engine on a
keep the
plane?
engine on.
That the only thing that's holding you up in the air thousands of feet above the ground.
Like, here's the thing. I know that I don't have flight training. I know that. I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
Will I ever get flight training? No. But
No.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to keep the engines on. That's kind of an integral part of flying a plane.
Yeah. I think if I had been there, I definitely would have had probably the worst panic attack of my entire life. Because just the thought of it right now is giving me, like, secondhand anxiety. I'm scared.
There was another 40 minutes of that flight. I cried the entire way. And then they lost my luggage.
Because it went flying out over the mountains.
No, they left it in BC.
Oh my god.
But that's a whole other horror story. Anyway, thank you for indulging on my overdramatic.
Yeah,
awful
so we don't like
experience.
planes.
I hate planes. And if you had thrown in lightning on top of that experience, I think I would have jumped out of the plane. I would have full-on DB Coopered it and just been like, nope, gone.
Go. Yeah. Honestly, the worst thing is, like, I'm a huge fan of traveling. I love going abroad.
Yeah.
But I don't like planes, and I have really bad luck. Like,
You have the worst travelers.
I have been labeled the Grim Reaper of travel, and we can go about that another day.
Oh
but,
my
like,
God.
Planes are a big no for me.
No.
Anyway,
back to the Omen.
Yeah, the
to the
Omen.
one person
So,
that's still listening.
Yes. Hi, Mom. So they started off with lightning striking planes with people who were in the film, but nobody died there. However, the guy, the original star, Gregory Peck, the one we were talking about, he actually then proceeded to shoot himself in the head a few months before shooting was set to start.
Oh, Gregory. What happened, buddy?
Died. I don't know.
What happened, Greg? What was going on?
I don't know. And they had to replace him because, he died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then there was a thing. So, there was a thing. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Yeah.
So in one scene of the movie, they were filming at a zoo, which focuses on the reactions of the baboons. Because apparently the baboons start going wild and, like, screaming and stuff and freaking out when this kid is here.
I don't fuck with monkeys.
Yeah. And it says, I wrote, the baboons were so wild that the animal trainer that had been brought to set, couldn't really control them. And it was, like, really hard to film, apparently. And then, the next day, the animal trainer and his mother were attacked by a tiger, and he died. He got eaten.
Oh.
Or, like, he got torn apart by a tiger.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
See, I just assumed the monkey was going to do it. But
You'd think.
But a tiger, that tracks. What happened to his mom?
I don't know. I don't know if that was entirely accurate from what I, found the source from. But it said him and his mom were attacked by a tiger. And I'm like, first of all, what's his mom doing?
Yeah, was his mom...
She's
also an
handling
animal trainer.
Hopefully.
Was it her tiger?
It could have been. This was the States.
Was this Joe Exotic?
Yeah. And then this is the last part, but this is the weirdest part, and it makes me uncomfortable because I want to say it's a coincidence, but there's too much that it doesn't feel like a coincidence.
Fantastic.
So, one of the special effects technicians named John Richardson got into a car accident with I think it was his wife and his passenger in the car, Liz Moore.
Okay.
They got into a car accident about a month after filming, or after the film was released. He survived the crash. However, his passenger, Liz, was beheaded.
Oh.
And this is creepy because that is a scene in the movie. In the movie, there is a car accident where somebody is decapitated.
What?
And this is one of the special effects technicians who worked on the movie.
Oh! Oh, no! No! No!
Yeah. It gets worse.
Oh.
This apparently is reminiscent of the scene from the Omen, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, reports also say that they were 66.6 kilometers from a town called Omen in the Netherlands. Omen.
Oh, no, 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 no.
So it's like one of those could be a coincidence, like the beheading.
Not all three of them. And it's
beheading,
3 things?
Similar to the movie. It's from the guy in part of the movie. It was a month after it was released. It was outside of a outside of a city in the Netherlands. Okay. Outside of the Netherlands, named Omen, and it was 66.6 kilometers outside of town.
No.
Like, that doesn't feel like a coincidence. It's too many things to feel like a coincidence.
It's too many things that I hate it.
Right? Like, that's just, like, that gives me goosebumps.
That is, I will say, everything else you've pointed out has been creepy. That is the first thing where I immediately was like, oh, no.
Because, like, deaths can be explained, like, oh, natural accidents, like, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people pass away, but that many things all lined up, it just seems too creepy.
Yeah, I hate it.
I wanted to hear your reaction. I don't think I told you that one beforehand.
No.
I was like, I want her live IRL reaction. And yeah, so that was all 3 of the movies, but I do have an honorable mention that I will talk about.
Before we do the honorable mention,
yes, give me your popcorn kernels.
I give the Omen. I'm gonna go with 3 popcorn kernels.
Ooh.
Out of 10, because didn't like that it brought up my plane experience.
Oh yes.
But made for some great spooky stories. So
absolutely.
So I took
Thanks,
away
Omen. 7
points for personal trauma. But I'm sure it's a good movie.
That's understandable. Yeah, definitely check out The Omen. Not sponsored.
No, not sponsored. I don't want to be sponsored by The Omen in any way.
Yeah. So, honorable mention?
Yeah. I'm curious
so I think
about
I
this.
told you about this already, but I didn't go into too much detail. So, I say this is an honorable mention because it's not technically a scary movie.
Oh, you did tell me about
the movie. Yeah, it's the movie Ghost. If you don't know it, I'm going to explain it and you'll probably know it. It is a film from the 1990s, very classic. It stars Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. The only way to describe it is Patrick Swayze's character dies, and he comes back as a ghost, and he's in love with Demi Moore's character, and he, like, tries to help her from beyond the grave, and their love story, like, never dies, blah, 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 blah. So it's not really a scary movie, it's a romance, but...
Ghost gets 11 popcorn kernels out of 10.
Okay.
Solely for Patrick Swayze. Welcome to Creeps and Coffee, the ultimate Patrick Swayze fan podcast.
Yeah, we're just a stan podcast for Patrick Swayze. But yeah, this gets an honorable mention because it is believed that Heather O'Rourke's ghost was on set of the film, aka the little girl from Poltergeist.
Yes.
Yeah, the little blonde girl who passed away at the age of 12.
Is that the one that had the heart attack?
Yes, the cardiac arrest and septic shock.
Yes, see, I
It was
listened.
believed that while they filmed, she was haunting the set.
Oh, no. So what?
Oh, I'm going to correct myself. I say she passed away months before Poltergeist 3 was released. So she, I guess, was in 2 and 3.
Okay.
I thought she passed away too. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, people working on the film reported to hear someone running up and down the catwalks and a child laughing. And it's believed that O'Rourke enjoyed climbing the catwalks when she was alive.
That's a
because she was a little kid.
It's a big fat no from Kate.
Yeah, and so Ghost was actually filmed at stage 19 in this studio, which is exactly where O'Rourke filmed episodes of Happy Days.
Oh,
so
great show.
She was in it, and that was the same studio. She enjoyed running there on the catwalks, and apparently she enjoys doing so even after her death.
That is creepy, but that makes me happy that she's still somewhere that she enjoyed.
Yeah, it's nice to know she's, like, laughing.
Yeah. As
not
terrifying as child ghost laughter is.
Yes. Like, I don't want to hear it, but hey, glad you're happy.
Exactly.
So, like, that could just be, like, hearsay or some, like, rumors floating around set, but if that's true, I will not be visiting stage 19 where Happy Days was filmed and Ghost was filmed.
Maybe Patrick Swayze is there now too.
Oh my god, that's right. Maybe they're hanging out together.
Aww.
Just chilling on the catwalks. He's teaching her how to dance and she's teaching him how to climb. I don't know.
He's teaching her to do the big jump at the end of Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
Ah.
Off of the catwalk.
Jesus.
Alright,
well, that was interesting.
That was a long one.
It was long, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of tangents on my part.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. I do that a lot.
It's understandable. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of this wasn't known.
No, I don't think...
Like, not to the general public. Like, they know, like, oh, The Exorcist is one of the scariest films. People died. People were injured. But, like, nobody really talks about what happened or who actually died or how it happens.
Well, I think that's the big thing, is, like, all of these movies, yes, they're scary, but the actual experience of the actors and the crew who are filming, like, during the filming and after the filming is what's really, really interesting. Because there's such an atmosphere created by, especially horror films, that really sets the scene for creepy things to come to the surface. And I think it walks that fine line of, okay, well, is this acting and is this some sort of, like, false set or false stunt sort of deal? Or is this an actual experience that I'm having?
Either way, definitely very spooky. And I really enjoyed researching this. On that note, we're ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, hope everyone has a great evening, nighttime, daytime.
Time.
Life. Have a great time.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. Coffee is produced and edited by us, Kate and Jane.
Our theme music is Stuck in a Hole by Dated.
For more information on where to find them, check out the link in our show notes. And to connect with us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter @CreepsandCoffee.